for it. We'll hit record. Hitting record.
Okay, cool.
All
All
right,
right, so
Yes.
as Emil comes back from his dark ritual with his newly acquainted with his doom chicken or
Battle foul.
battle fowl
Yes, that is correct.
gifted to him by his dark patron, who he
Yes.
has yet to actually really speak to.
Oh well.
Interesting that.
I'll call him up
Interesting.
later. Yes.
Interesting. Anyway, he comes back from his dark ritual with his new companion. I'm guessing that now that you are with the group, if you guys would like to discuss what you would like to do with the rest of your day. It is the early morning. The sun has just risen, and you guys have broken camp already. So you guys are either ready to move towards the forest or
Are
elsewhere.
Leah, Alar, and Fiven still here, or have they left already?
That's a good question.
Leah is still bedridden, so she is actually in a hastily made stretcher that is being dragged along behind a elk that they seem to have acquainted themselves with inside the forest.
Okay.
The other two, Fiven and Alar, are still with you as well, though Alar is still looking worse for wear, and you can kind of tell that even though he's had that night of rest, he is still kind of like haggard, dragging his feet. Like the flight from this forest has taken a lot from all of these people.
Ooh, my.
So they're not going to be joining us.
No, they will not.
Alar had already said
they made
that.
that. Yeah, they had made it clear.
So here's my thought: since they're going home anyway, and our horses can't go through the forest, how about if we give them the horses, and for now, and then when we complete everything we're going to complete, we return the children, we can get our horses back.
Where are they going? Because their home was through the forest, right? I mean, where are they going?
Okay, so
Yeah, but they
quick question. Leah, are y'all? Yeah, it's good.
It takes a while. You gotta
That's
get
a
it
very.
I know where you're really from.
What are your fucking accent from?
Are you heading into Baldur's
This is
Gate, or
awesome.
are you gonna stay out in the woods?
Leah kind of flitters back into consciousness as she hears her name being uttered, and she says, "What?" And Alar kind of rests his hand on Leah and says, "Rest now." And he kind of takes Animus, takes you by the shoulder and kind of ushers you away from Leah and says, "She was hurt worse than really anyone in terms of the fleeing. She got us out of the forest. However, she hasn't been herself since her children have been missing. So she hasn't really rested."
I'll assume for now that you're telling the truth instead of being a sexist bastard. But are you all headed into Baldur's Gate, or are you? Is it going to stay in the woods?
I will be heading to Baldur's Gate. It's the closest place of refuge that we can find.
see.
We will be taking all of our belongings that we have and hoping for good news from you.
Hey,
Is
I've
there
got a
anything that we
question.
would like to do for you while we're there? I know that this is a task that I wouldn't really give to anyone, but
Oh, you don't
if
need
there's
to worry
anything
about
that we
that.
can do.
Listen, what do y'all say about the horses? I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a fine idea.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad idea to leave the horses with them. Do they have, since they're going back to town, do they have any provisions they can give us to help us on the journey? Like if they had a compass or some ammo, I'd be cool with not going back to town.
Let's see. Alar looks through his bags and divulges all the rations that they had, which was really, excuse me. There we go. It was really only like one day's worth of
Yes.
ration on his side. Fiven looks through his pockets. He doesn't really have anything left. And Leah is still unconscious. Therefore, she doesn't seem to be really responding to anybody's questions or demands.
All right. Well, I say let them keep the day's worth of rations. They'll at least save a little money as they're getting started in the town. Would you like to take some horses for a little bit? That might give you a little a little benefit as you're getting into town, and also have you some travel around town as well. And we'd be glad to let you have them for the time, and we can pick them up again when we return the children.
I mean, anything that you do at this point in time is just it's a blessing at this point. We didn't think we would make it this far, so
Excellent.
I mean,
Then it's a
if
deal.
we can get it done, we can get it done.
So,
What does
oh,
everybody else think about maybe getting some additional supplies through the gate there before we dive into the forest?
I think it's a wonderful idea. Yes. But I'm going live. I'm going to go live to do a test. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay. All right.
so
Continue.
to break out of game character here for a second.
Yes.
I mean,
Mhm.
the nature of hex crawls,
How does
goes
it
back
work?
to our old basic and expert days where you move a hex and then you roll a die and you think you know where you're going and you may not.
That's how it
Yes.
works? Okay.
So
Okay.
So
the
you guys might
compass-
want to discuss whether or not you want tools. Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
the
Sorry.
compass gives you the benefit of
What's
bumping
this?
up those rolls so you don't lose you don't get disoriented. Especially how he's described this forest, like we can't even ride a horse through there. It's so dense.
Oh,
Um,
quick second. 1 second. Someone just subscribed.
Oh!
Whoa! Where's the air horn?
someone's listening, or-
yeah. All right,
or
continue.
somebody clicked the wrong button.
It could be both.
I mean,
It
welcome.
could be both. I don't
know
know.
what?
Yes.
Hey guys,
What's up?
Let's see.
Hmm?
What is
You
it,
already
Ben?
added it,
listen,
so-
I'm a ranger, and my favorite thing is being in the forest.
It's true.
Oh,
Perfect.
we have that's right. We have a ranger.
Right.
Make it
You
so.
would get like a +2 if we had a compass
Oh,
Let's find a
or
compass.
something.
yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm a druid. I like being in the forest. So
Yes.
I have that.
Reach.
All right. Well, being who I am and the importance of our quest, I say we go ahead and get started as quickly as possible. We don't want the dragon to heal up too much.
Yep, I'm with the
Well,
paladin.
how far are we from the gate? I'm not talking about spending a day in town and sitting down for a meal at the pub. I want to pop in there and hit a merchant real quick and then get on our way.
Well, let's. So from where you guys were, where you guys started, you probably have at least a half day's journey left to get to Baldur's Gate from where you are. So going there, getting the
All right.
pass and
back
back
the whole
will count
day.
as a day.
Well, I say we get on our horses and explore the dark reaches of I don't know.
Leave the horses.
and
You
live
gotta
in
leave
the
the
leave
horses.
the horses.
Why?
Yeah, yeah.
It's okay. I have my
It's
battle
the
foul.
wood is too thick. The wood is too thick.
Woods.
You know what? That's the voice of your foul. The forest is too thick, my lord.
I will tell you the voice of my foul when it's time.
Okay.
All right, continue.
Oh, man. But it'll go ahead and cost you a day to go ahead and get there. Now,
Okay.
before we go ahead and move on to you guys deciding, I will go ahead and say once we go ahead and get into the hex crawl, I'll go ahead and explain how we're going to go ahead and manage it because it's pretty much the same whether or not you have gone between one system and the next. It's just that I might add a few things here and there.
Well, before we leave the area, I'm going to scavenge the ammunition I shot during that fight.
Totally. Especially since I will not be counting ammunition unless you find some magical ammunition inside the woods.
Right. Okay, good. So then let's just take it as read that I do that after battles.
Yes, totally.
If we're not going to
Totally.
micromanage that, let's just leave
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
the name of that sword is it Moon Petal?
What?
What's this?
He's talking to I believe he is talking to Animus.
What? I
Hey,
haven't
Mimi, I think he's talking about you.
I haven't asked it his name. I'm gonna take a good look at the sword and see if I can see any inscriptions or anything.
You do remember from before. Actually, go ahead and roll a history check for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know. Well, let me consult my book of spells.
You can
Yes.
also identify it.
Well,
Oh.
I don't
Oh.
remember.
What you do, so what
Oh my
you do
God.
remember? What you do remember,
6.
Mimi,
6. I need to zoom
is
into
that
I need a button to zoom into the rolls of like. All right, I see something I need to add.
There you go.
Okay,
There you go.
we're
There
working on
you
it.
go.
I'm writing a list. I'm writing a
Um,
list.
Kind of
Animus,
thing.
you
Yeah.
remember the day
Yes.
before, whenever Alar gave you the blade, he did give you the name, and it is etched in Elven on the side of the on the side of the sword, and it says Moon Petal.
Moon petal.
Ah,
Interesting. I don't
funny.
speak Elven.
I speak all kinds of shit.
Yes.
So yeah, Hoy, you definitely pick up from what you heard as well as what you see on the script of the side of the blade that this is Moon Petal.
By the way, you ought to know that sword used to belong to like a hero, and people would it's kind of like a symbolic like form of like symbolism. It symbolizes like power. You can use that to like have people rally around you.
Yeah. Well, how would I do something like that?
Ooh,
Find you a
well.
bunch of older elves that might understand understand the significance of that sword.
Who
Right.
said
Does
elf?
Alar know anything about it?
They're disgusting.
Hey,
Sorry.
you half offended me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean that. I did not know
Oh,
your background.
wow.
I'm not here to judge or to make any sort of, I don't know, preconceived
So were you able to read it?
ideas.
Were we able to read what it said?
Hoy
just said Moon
speaks
Petal, no?
Elven, so it just says Moon Petal along the scabbard of the sword.
Oh, no instructions, just the name.
Yeah, no instructions, just the name.
How do you spell Alar's name, by the way? I've just made up.
Aelar.
I didn't get that right at all.
I saw.
Oh, it's all good. It's all
It's
good.
okay. It's okay.
I want to cast and identify on it.
Yes.
Oh, you want to cast identify? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You find
Yes.
that this blade Moon Petal is actually a.
What is it? Tell me.
Hold on. I'm gonna link it inside the chat. Everybody, just chill the fuck out.
Faster.
You said we only have an hour. There's no time to chill.
There's no time
I
to chill.
know. I had it pulled up, and then you guys asked
Zero
another question.
chill.
And I was like, well,
Just
shit,
trying to drag
okay.
our feet here so we don't die in the forest.
Yes.
Okay, this sword is called
you wanna die in the
it
forest.
is a moon blade. It is a
Moonblade.
blade handed down from elf to elf of high regard, and it's known as the champion's blade for the elven kind. Most champions who have made their name in history have carried a moon blade at some point in time.
Oh. That
Though
sounds
with your identify spell, you don't know any further information at this point in time.
cool.
I'm not
The
sure
only thing that you sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm not sure the elves would appreciate me carrying it, but that's all right.
Like a grandfather.
Your
Oh my
grandfather,
god.
Yep.
Well,
like
that's
this exact sword right here.
Yeah, that one.
uh-oh.
Okay.
No, not that one, dude.
Suspense.
Make it proud.
So you remember with the stories that you heard from your Grand Kuya Lumpia that
Oh,
What?
he
yeah, strange
that,
words being
in his stories, the hero that he spoke about carried moon petal, the sword that you see now. However, you have no inheritance towards that hero. You
I'm
only know of
lying.
his stories.
That's my
But
character.
we don't know that, so
You don't know that though. So everything I
that is my
said,
grandfather's sword.
give it to me.
What I think you meant to say was roll deception.
Yes,
There we go.
yes.
There we
That's
go.
it.
There
That's
we
it.
go. I will say that if you wish, you can spend time, Hoy, and like sit with the blade and like kind of learn more about it. But you will probably have to discuss that with Animus. Now, this is information that nobody should know at this point in time, but I'm telling you now because I am a kind and benevolent.
I do have one thing. Okay, like while like oh my god, Hoy is like checking out the blade. I go, You seem to know a spell that is quite intriguing. How do you do this identify? You
I
see,
see what
I have a book. And if I learn this spell, we'll both have it, and we can combine our powers together. Wait, let me get the heartbeat.
Identify everything.
Yes. I'll get my heartbeat going, and then you hear the demonic whispers in the background, and then slowly you hear the sound of bees. Not bugs. See, if we both have the dark power, we will both have the ability of. Wait a second. I just realized. Can you hear it? Can you hear the heartbeat?
No.
Are you serious?
No, just the
I
echoiness.
didn't want to tell you, but no.
What?
Oh no.
Oh, that was supposed to be really grand, and
Yeah.
it's just the echo.
I don't
Damn
know.
it.
there
All
was
right,
none of
I'll
it.
fix it. I'll fix it. Never mind. I'll go
All
back.
right, this is enough. There's a dragon awaiting. Oh, and some kids. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, those two.
Well,
So where would you guys like to go? Are you guys planning to head into the forest, or are you guys planning the trip towards Baldur's Gate to gather more navigational supplies and then come back?
I mean, Dave's got a good point. It would be
I
nice
mean,
to
here's the gamble. Here's the gamble. You go into the forest and you get lost, and you lose more time than the amount of time it took to go
guys,
get that compass.
Y'all go aad and get. Look, my vote with my character is to head into the woods. That's going to be a little bit less than. She's going to be really ticked if we have to go into the city, but that's where we are. I got to step off for just a couple minutes, though, guys.
No problem.
no problem. No
You
problem.
guys
Okay.
can continue without
No
me.
problem. Take care. Take care.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I've got to agree with Animus. I'm in the forest is my home, so I've got no problem going into a strange forest.
2 for, 1 against. What say you?
surrounded by woodland peoples.
Well,
Yeah.
I still try to get
Let me
Ruben to
remind
teach
you,
me.
they referred to the forest as the wood of many teeth.
Mm-hmm.
It's a place
here-
to die.
Well, what about the woods of orthodontry? Well, up here they fix things. Crooked woods, like bone and I don't
It's
know.
more like the woods of many British teeth, if you can imagine. If you want to put it into orthodontical terms.
This is a
Let's go brush those teeth.
dark place. Fine.
Here, listen to this though. Like, I guess no matter what, like, we'll be kind of okay because I'm a natural explorer. This says, while traveling for an hour or more, when you're chosen terrain, difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. Your group can't get lost except by magical means.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow,
what?
don't let this guy die.
Wait, what?
Cannot
did you
get
say?
lost.
That's what this is for natural explorer on the ranger thing.
Yes.
Boom.
Oh,
Do your
fuck.
magics, Ranger.
Oh, fuck.
Game breaker.
Yes.
Oh, no.
I love it.
This is good.
No, this
All
is
right,
bad.
That's why it's good.
Familiar with this in one type of natural environment.
You know, for a second, I was really regretting that Bakak was gone because he could fly up and look around, but you've replaced him with something even better.
Yes.
That's
Usefulness.
right.
I say we give the slow golf clap to the new character. Let's give it up for
Yes.
Hoy. Let's give it up for Hoy. Good work. Well done. Well done.
Don't let me die, y'all.
No, I go before you
No, we
die.
will not.
Can I learn how to do identify from you?
Okay, so reading over this, there are
Fine.
some caveats. So you totally can go ahead and if you are leading the group,
Mhm.
you can go ahead and give them the ability to not be lost except by magical means. However, I
Ooh.
will say that this forest is very old. That being said, you can also move stealthily at a normal pace while alone. So you can move stealthily, which is going to be important whenever I describe how we get through the hex crawl.
Mhm.
But it's only
Okay.
if you're scouting ahead.
Okay.
It doesn't count for the rest of your group.
right.
But as for finding food for foraging and while tracking monsters, totally, yeah, you totally get this.
Should we be
Does the
surrounded this map?
sun pierce this forest? Will we be able to see east and west?
Not really. This is a very dense forest. It's both
Yeah.
both very dense and very old. The fact that it hasn't been deforested so close to Baldur's Gate is telling of the fact that this forest has teeth.
Ah. Let us begin our hex crawl then.
Do you wish to go into the hex then?
Yes, do it.
Very
Do it.
well. So, here's how travel is going to work. First thing that we need to go ahead and decide, where do you guys want to actually insert yourselves into the map? Looking at the map now, you should be able to see this icon in the center.
This
Right
one.
here.
This one.
Yeah,
Yes.
this one. And you should see the entire range of forest here. Your decision at this point in time is where you would like to start. You will start at a hex outside of the forest
Okay.
along this edge.
Mm.
So where do you wish to start?
Where are the magic items? That's the real question. Yes.
I will not tell you.
Fine. Fine.
So, what did they say? Ravenglade Keep is where we're headed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and it
Did
took
they
them 7
indicate
days
to
to
us?
get from where they were.
And which direction is that supposed to be? I mean, they haven't departed from us just yet, right? So
No, but you could totally ask them.
okay. So I mean, you've given us some hints over the night. They've told us some facts about the spectral fox. There's a druid near a swamp.
I was gonna say there's a
Um,
druid. I mean, that's one of my compatriots. That might be a good place to start.
I mean,
That's
if
a
we
good
can
idea.
find that person, great. There's
follower.
ruins to the north, and but we know we're going to this keep where the dragon burned down whatever the normal entry and exit ways, right? Where is the keep
Excuse me.
in
Wait.
relation to where we are?
That is
Alar looks to you and says, the keep is in the center of the forest, though in terms of the general sprawl of the forest, it is very hard to really pinpoint where the center is. All I can tell you is that we made our way from the forest and we exited to the west
Oh.
from the keep. That's all we know.
Exited the keep from the west and ended up here, which is further west of the forest. So
Yes,
it's
but
somewhere
we-
east of us.
we did lose our way many a time. We traveled very hastily. We moved as quickly as possible, but it took us 7 days to get out of the forest. So I can't
Fantastic.
tell you where the keep is from where we are right now, but I can say that we left the keep from the west.
Some would say you didn't escape fast enough.
Did you drop breadcrumbs on your
Yeah.
way out of the
Unfortunately, we didn't have
Shiny
time to
stone.
drop any path. I do apologize. I'm so sorry.
How about
Wait,
ribbons? Ribbons on trees.
Wait,
Twigs.
wait,
No
wait.
ribbons either. Nope.
Hold on.
Nope.
If they ran from like the key, I'm pretty sure they made a mess getting out of there, right?
Can you track?
Mhm.
Can they be reverse tracked?
You could try. Yeah, you could totally try.
Do it.
All right. So, are you guys trying to find the beginning tracks of where the elves were, where the elves came out of the forest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
do that.
Cool.
Do
Okay. So what I'm going to need you to do, Hoy, is go ahead and roll a. Well, let me see. That would be like a nature check, right? No, that's a tracking
survival.
thing. So that
Survival?
would be survival. I would say survival check.
I'm not very wise.
Do it.
How are you not wise at your spell modifier? Killing me,
Dude,
man.
I believe in you, man. You can do this. You can do this. Make it happen. Make it happen.
I believe in you. Believe in the heart of the cards, Yugi.
Roll high numbers, no whammies.
Where's it at?
Oh,
There we go. There we go.
Get the air horn.
Get it.
Nice.
You can hear the air
Okay.
horn, right?
No.
No, I
Are
can't.
you
We cannot.
serious?
Just make it
You
sound.
are an immortal human like the rest of us.
Damn it.
Sorry. You have no special sounds.
This
So
sucks.
with your navigational skills, Toy, you take yourself to the battlefield where you guys incinerated the troll the previous day. You notice that the scuff marks around the area are pretty sporadic and they don't really give you much information. So with the static information before you, you know that you need to get closer to the forest to be able to find the tracks. And as you get closer, you do find what seems to be a linear path that comes out of the forest that seems to be of three small sets of feet, followed by one set of very large feet coming out of the forest. So
Oh.
that would place you here.
Oh, okay.
We got a
So
starting
we
spot.
we
So
are.
you guys have a
Ugh.
choice start
Yes.
from where you are.
We are
Hey,
Now,
I'm
So,
This is
so
gonna be
as a
north.
party, do we want to go make a straight line for the keep, or keep, I think it is, or do we want to hit any of those other points of interest that are supposed to have items to help us survive?
What's the most difficult thing that we can do possibly?
fight a dragon barehanded.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's try the straight
Hmm.
line. You know, it's like how adventurous are you guys feeling? You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
don't
if the
know.
place
My
is
character
as crazy
doesn't-
as it sounds, a straight line probably isn't going to be a straight line.
Of course.
Well, that's
So we
it's
may
never.
as well give it a try.
That is true.
I mean, the point of interest that interests me most is the ruins up north because it says there may be items there that could help us.
Let's get the spooky items. I like ruins. Wait, did you say spooky
so
items?
north?
Yes.
And I am also
Oh.
special item motivated.
Ah, yes.
I mean, the kids are
Ah.
nice. I would love to do that, but if there was special items in it for me,
You like shiny things?
yeah, you know what I
Go
mean.
tingle.
I look deep within the cat's eyes and I go,
So-
friend, I understand your motivation.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Quite good, my lord.
go. Let's do it. Do it. Let's go to the
Okay.
ruins.
So, I will also clarify for you guys
Yes.
the directions that they gave you were from the actual keep. So when they say north, they do mean north from the keep, not north of the forest.
So it'll be northwest from here.
Possibly.
Do it.
In theory.
Northeast.
Northeast.
Northeast. Yeah, northeast. That's what I meant.
Northwest would make it a very
Excellent.
interesting adventure.
Same thing.
So you guys need to make a decision at this point in time. So this
Okay.
is how the hex crawl is going to work.
Okay.
You have two paces that you can choose from. You can either travel at a fast pace or a slow pace. A slow pace gives you a stealth move, which basically means that anytime that you're going into an encounter, if there is one, you guys are given a beneficial peek into the situation before you are thrust into it. You also do have a drawback if with my navigation check that I'm going to roll on my side. If you guys don't make the check, there's a chance that you don't move at all. You stay
Oh.
exactly in the square that you are in. Now, I'm going to hold that off from this position just because you guys are outside of the forest, right?
Hmm.
So you guys
That's with
moving
the
at this
fast pace.
That's with the slow pace.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's a
maybe-
chance
fast
we
pace.
don't. Okay.
So,
Yeah,
So medium
fast
pace?
pace. Yeah, so there's a slow pace and a fast pace. There's no medium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
You can't have
for
both.
the
I tried.
for the
I tried.
for the slow pace also you get a +5 on the navigation check. So if you guys say you want to go north, there's a higher chance that you will go north.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. How
Oh,
about
we
this?
might get
So
surprised at something.
Now, how do Ruben's skills fit
Yeah,
into this?
exactly.
Where he can't
you
get
guys will
lost.
have you guys will have advantage on that until you guys start coming into the darker and more older parts of the forest.
Well, let's
So
use.
right now
are
you
we-
guys are
How are we set? Like, do we? Oh, well, like I don't know what everybody's wearing. Is it worth it to go stealthy?
I'm wearing
Safety
tight.
orange. You know,
Mm.
I want you to see me as I
Well,
go
I know
across
you
the
are.
crosswalk.
I'm wearing
I
tight
believe
leather.
Animus is in chainmail, so she would have to roll in with disadvantage with any stealth check. However, I'm not going to go ahead and have you guys roll a stealth check whenever you guys are trying to navigate through a forest stealthily. If you guys are making the effort to go ahead and move stealthily, I will not incur a disadvantage roll on that. There's already enough drawbacks to your navigation roll for me to go ahead and say, and now roll disadvantage on it. Right?
We're moving a variable that's important. Jerk.
Gotcha.
Now I will say if you guys run into something and I ask you guys to make a stealth check, even though you guys are moving stealthily, then yes, she will have to roll disadvantage.
Hey, Nat.
But that's all that I will only imply that when you guys are either going into a situation or there's a certain plot point that I want to go ahead and bring into the story.
We can try. How about this? Let's go fast, right? Until
So the fast pace is
Yeah, start
a
off fast, right?
yeah. So the
Beat down a
fast
little
pace
bit.
means that you're kind of rushing through the forest. You're not exactly taking in everything that's going on around you, right? It's a -5 to all of your passive perception. So if you're rolling through something and it's reliant on you being like just aware of your surroundings, you're gonna have a -5 on that check whenever I make that check.
That's not good.
All right in the lightning sand is what you're saying.
gotcha.
Now the good
So-
thing is there's a 50% chance to move 2 hexes rather than 1.
That's nice.
So
Take a
it's-
chance. How
but
about
it-
that?
Right. Until we
the
get jumped the
drawback
first
is-
1 or 2 times, let's go fast.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Till some
Now the
creatures soften us up.
drawback, the other drawback to moving fast is sometimes when you
Oh,
don't get the
movements.
navigation check right, you may completely veer off the beaten
Sure.
path. You
Sure.
might go north and then south,
Mhm.
and it end up exactly back where you came.
Well, put it this
So,
way: we won't know
n-
until we try, right? So let's just try
Right,
one and
right,
see what it's
right.
like. If it's really bad, you know what I mean, then we'll just
Right.
slow it down. How about that?
Plus, Mark's
Sounds
in a
good.
hurry, and he's not going to have it any other way, at least for starters, until we get
Sure.
stabbed a couple times.
Right, right.
That's
That's
fair.
right.
Yeah. Once
So,
I'll-
Nat, I have a
I'll
question
back-
for you about how we're going to manage the whole hex thing. Because, like, in the paper version, like, you would have the true hex where you know where
Mhm.
everything is. And
Mhm.
then we would think we know what we were doing, and we'd be mapping our journey on another hex that may differ from reality. Like,
This
how do
hex
we
that
do
you
that
guys-
here?
yeah, yeah.
This
good point.
hex that you see now, I have already blacked out everything on the map. Now I've removed all the labels, but I've left the intrinsic map. So as you guys move, you will reveal parts of the map for yourself. I already have the map on my side. I have it on my other screen, so it's all good. So as you guys go through, I will go ahead and tell you what the thing that you have discovered is.
I see.
as
I
you-
see. Let's do it. Yes.
Wait,
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
wait.
So
one more thing. Wait,
We gotta wait. We gotta wait.
yeah.
What's up?
What's up?
Yes.
we're pretty much. I'm guessing like we're pretty much like navigating because I'm trying to like reverse track these tracks, right?
do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are elves, right?
Yes.
Yes, they are elves.
Those are my favorite enemy.
You what?
What does that mean?
He gets a bonus.
Like, you smell them real good?
Yeah.
Why
is your favorite enemy?
Oh, it's Dracon.
Ask
Wait, it's
you.
humanoids, as many people. Both
Yeah, and I
civilizations have
chose humans and elves.
You have
I
advantage on survival checks to track your favorite enemies. So you should.
Hell
So whenever
yeah.
you did that survival check, you do have advantage.
damn
Okay,
dog.
So in the less intense parts of the forest, you will have advantage on being able to find at least the pathway that you're supposed to go. Now, whether you guys actually get to that path depends
my God.
on your navigation roll, not your survival check.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So it is good for finding the way to the keep as fast as possible. I will say that.
Well, you know how I feel
Okay.
about elves,
Wait.
right? So I'm totally okay with this.
How do you... Wait, what? How do you feel about elves?
I hate them. Yeah, too
Oh.
perfect.
Why are we helping these freaking elves? They're Ruben's natural enemy. You hate them.
It's just personal
Listen,
They're like,
disgust.
please help us. You don't know us from Adam.
Well,
We're like, sure.
Oh my god. So
my God.
Ruben, with your check, go ahead and roll another survival check with advantage. So roll that twice.
do it.
Y'all don't understand. My guy is a half elf, and his people he hates are elves and humans.
Oh my god.
Because he's
You
not
hate
accepted by
other
either
elves.
one. I get
Oh,
it.
Deep
man.
psychological shit going on with your guy.
Bro.
Yeah.
Someone's
What
gonna
do I-
need
what
some
do I-
therapy.
Internalized racism.
Okay.
Nat, which one do I do? Like advantage roll?
You do a survival check twice.
Oh,
Because
Bro.
you're going to be because you're doing it with advantage because your favorite enemy is humanoids. Now I'm going to tell you this now as you're rolling this. Go ahead and roll it, but just keep your ears open as I speak.
Damn.
Okay, that's
We'll have it.
totally enough for you guys to go ahead and figure out the direction that the steps seem to be coming from. I will say, Ruben, if you're saying that your specific favorite enemy is going to be elves rather than humanoids apply to orcs,
I know, but
goblins,
it come in the
everything.
two.
Huh?
Like when you do humanoids, it said so I chose two. Like elf and human.
Humanoids and you chose. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
human and elf.
He hates
He
two.
hates
Oh, elves and humans. You chose elves and humans. Oh shit. Never mind. Okay, yeah,
hate-
totally. No, you're good. All right, dude. You
Oh,
totally
anger.
hate these fuckers. Tight. All right. So you find that the path that you should possibly follow is probably directly to the east at this point in time. So it will be here.
Hey,
So,
y'all did yet?
Hey, welcome back. No, not yet.
hey,
Not yet.
We're about
working
to.
on it.
Almost
okay.
there.
So let's find out. So are you guys going to go
Barreling
at a
through the
fast
forest.
pace or a slow pace?
We're gonna start fast, right?
Yeah,
And
we're gonna
You
start
go,
fast.
we go for
Barreling
fast
through,
pace.
Yeah,
Okay, let me go ahead and find out one thing.
until we get slowed down by something. Sure.
Okay, and then let me go ahead and check again.
I'm really bummed that my air horn's not working right now. That's all I'm saying.
Mm.
I set all these things up.
Sorry.
Okay, so
Great sadness.
as you guys traverse through the, hold on, let me go ahead and figure out what I'm doing here for the direction. Hold on, one second. Oh, I think I need to roll a d4. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. Okay. That's not really possible, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that you move in this direction. As you guys go ahead and make your way into the forest, the general area starts to reveal itself. You find that the forest itself is
Oh no.
almost cloying in its general feel. The temperature doesn't hike up. In fact, it drops, and
cool.
the general feel of the forest goes from the outside. It seemed to be pretty much just kind of ominous, but now that you're in it, the canopy seems to be almost pressing in over the top of you, as if it's a gigantic maw trying to squish you between its canopy above you and the matted soil below you. Let me go ahead and make one more check here.
It's not that bad.
Too funny.
I've seen
Um,
worse.
I've seen
I'm not saying I would
worse.
like to be a. Sorry, I'm going British now.
You ain't British.
I need to go and listen to my Scottish again before I get on each night. I know. All right. I'm not saying I like to build a summer home here, but the trees are. That's the problem. I'm quoting something in British.
Well,
What's all this then, Governor?
I'm not saying I like to build a summer home here, but the trees are actually quite lovely.
cool,
There you go. I'll take it. I'll take it. So, Hoy,
Honestly.
you know at this point in time, now that you've kind of led the group through the forest at this point in time, though your ability to track and be able to follow these footprints was the leading
Hello? Say that
kind of
again.
engine into this. Can you hear?
Now I can.
okay, good.
Okay,
good,
cool.
good.
So, you notice that as you guys are leading the group through the forest, as you get deeper into the forest, you find that the roots of these trees, as well as the detritus of the foliage that has fallen over years and years, makes the soil kind of mushy to the point where even putting a footprint into the soil kind of just pushes stuff to the side into some amalgamous kind of just shape. There's no actual footprint for you to go ahead and follow. So as you get deeper and deeper, you find that it's harder to go ahead and track this wayward slapdash escape from the forest that the elves that you had saved took to escape the copse. The area that you guys find yourself in at the end of the day,
Yes.
Hoy, you know without a shadow of a doubt that you are kind of lost.
Dang it.
I know
You are
exactly
not far.
where we are.
You are not far from where you began. However,
lost.
you are a day's trek into the forest, and you can see no sign of the actual footprints that led you into this forest.
Can he sense if it's magic or not?
Yes, he can.
Do that, please.
He can
How
go
does
ahead and roll
that
an
work?
arcana.
Does like one person make the roll for the whole party if we get disoriented? Is
So
that
how the hex crawl works is I make a navigation roll on my side, And
Okay.
I add bonuses depending on how you guys are treating the navigation. So I added your bonus of being a natural tracker through the forest, as well as being a ranger, as well as having a favorite enemy of elves, and added that to the roll. Unfortunately, I rolled
And we
very low.
still got lost.
Unfortunately, I rolled very low, and the DC said that at this point in time, it needs to you are currently lost.
Oh,
Ruben, go ahead and make a wisdom check for me.
Oh, let's see. Not so wise.
come on. Roll that wisdom.
Let's see.
You get advantage on this because you are you are in your favored element. So go ahead and roll a wisdom check.
It, I go for advantage then. Okay.
Yes, twice.
Do it.
Huh.
Okay, so you know that without a shadow of a doubt that you are definitely not in you are not on the trail that you were originally following.
Okay.
However, you also know that you could definitely follow the trail that you just came from and get back to where you were.
All right. Well,
It would take a day. It would take a day's travel, and the sun is already setting. However, you could go ahead and on the next day get yourself back to the square that you went to in less than half the time. So it
All
would
right.
not it would not consume your day's movement.
So that would put us back on
Turn-
track where we knew where we
That took a
were.
wrong turn.
Yes. So you could leave at this point in time you could once this day passes you could return back to this spot and then attempt to go back into the forest again.
But who
Are
do
there
we
any-
kill?
Critters in this forest?
Huh?
Are there any little critter friends in this forest?
Ah, smart.
Go ahead and roll a investigation check for me.
Roll it. Make it happen. Do
Take
it.
it happen, Tim.
Come on, Tim.
So while we're doing
you guys
that,
went with the fast pace, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's actually a 7. You don't see much.
Let's
Oh wait, so that's passive perception. Never mind. You're good. You're good.
pump
Never
the
mind.
brakes.
You rolled a 12. From what you guys can see around you, the forest is not a very bright and what seems to be brimming with life kind of place. Since you guys have arrived, there is little to no chitter or chatter from the small woodland folk that you would think would be inhabiting this kind of forest.
Man.
If anything, the only thing that you do hear is what seems to press into your ears, the oppressive silence of the area around you.
Jesus.
That's no fun.
That's not good. Well,
Why would you?
we're on our own, boys.
The quote I would give you at this point in time is, "This forest is old."
so did we get lost on account of the fact that we were moving at double pace? Would we have been better off moving slower?
We don't
We
know.
might have.
He rolled really bad.
He rolled really badly. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not so much that the double pace is a bad thing. It seems like it's just we rolled like crap. So
We got a really crap
Unlucky.
roll.
Yeah.
yeah.
So shall we fall back and get to the point where we knew where we were?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Can we also
Well, you will have to go ahead and spend the night where you are because that's your day's travel. So right now, you guys have already passed day 1 of your travel into the forest.
Okay. That's fine.
So you guys could wake up on day 2
and try
and
again.
move, and I will not take away your day's movement to get back to where you were.
Damn, this
So
is
if
Because
we
because
don't do that-
Hoy made that check. Mhm.
If we don't fall back to the point where we knew where we were and we just plod on, how do we do that? Like, how do you go forward when you don't know where you are? Can you?
You guess. You go north, south, east, or west.
And this isn't a situation where we could tie things to trees and make kind of like
You could attempt to. However, this is the forest of many teeth.
ouch. That doesn't sound inviting.
No, it does not.
We just like
I do
carve
remember them
directions
saying
into
though
the
that
trees.
there are many shiny bubbles in the gaps of teeth. So
Mhm,
shiny bubbles
yep.
are good. But
Shiny baubles are good.
all right, I just on a whim, since we're gonna take a rest anyway, I what is it called? Shoot. Oh, I do divine sense. It's only the range for 60 feet, but in case there's anything celestial, fiend, or undead nearby,
Ooh, that's good.
Okay. Casting your feelings out. Excuse me. Jesus, I am disgusting right now. I'm so sorry.
Well,
You don't sense anything of the celestial or demonic
Mhm.
vein. Can I see the text of the
Oh,
spell
sure.
as well?
Let me get it.
Thank you. Thank you. Celestial fiend or undead. Okay. You
Yes.
don't pick up on anything at this point.
There's pizza.
There is a there is a giant vampire in front of you. Brilliant. Okay.
So, do you guys decide to bed down for the night and go ahead and resume your travels on the next day?
I'll be right back. I gotta try and feed one of my kids.
No
Sure.
problem.
okay. I just want to see. So while we're bedding down, I just want to see like, does anyone know any rituals
Okay.
that I could possibly learn
Well-
from them? To see if I can put it in the book so we can have more people that can do the spells.
Rituals, huh?
So do you get to learn one thing basically?
I don't know if any of mine do.
I can learn because of the kind of warlock I am. I can learn ritual.
You can learn shit.
Yeah.
Where
Word.
isn't there like
Word.
a tag for ritual if it's
There's
Should
a little
have
R.
square box with an R in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what
where
he
box
said.
with an R in it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So like how Ben right now has
yes.
identify, I can learn identify, right? And then we'd have two people that can identify.
I have.
I will
beast
say-
sense.
I will say,
Beast
Yes.
sense is a
you
ritual.
learning the spell, since it's not written,
Mm-hmm.
is going to be dependent on you transcribing the description of a spell and how it works
Mm-hmm.
into your book. Therefore, it will be an endeavor that will require you to put time into it. That time is going to be outside of your travel. Therefore, you will have to either take it out of your rest
Okay.
or you will have to go ahead and stay behind from your group to go ahead and transcribe this stuff into your book.
I mean,
this
that's
is a metagame.
that's
This is
reasonable.
a metagame kind of thing, but doesn't it
Yeah.
usually take money also to?
It also does take money, but it's a cantrip, so I'm going to go ahead and take
Oh,
away that
yeah.
aspect.
Okay.
So I will
Just let me
also
know.
say though, it will be it will be a endeavor that you will have to make checks upon. That's all I'll say.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I just want to, see what we got, what we're working with. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. So do you guys want to go ahead and work on that during the night and try and go ahead and start working on that? It will cost you half of your rest. So you will only
Well,
get,
there's no
only get a
beasts for mine. There's no beasts to be sense with, so it wouldn't be.
Well, we could use it in the future. That's another thing too. So.
Well,
But-
I mean, I don't know how I would demonstrate it to you.
Yeah, I don't know how that works to tell the truth either. So, well, okay,
Can I
fine.
teach it familiar?
That's kind
Does
of
that
possible.
count?
You can't find your way through like how to actually kind of translate this this spell to you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and say both both Eviel and Naga, go ahead and make a Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have to do this now. I'm just saying, like,
Oh, okay, cool.
'Cause I don't
If
wanna-
we're gonna go ahead and
yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
stop the flow because I know
Okay.
we're on time.
You
So,
want to keep moving? Okay.
yeah.
cool. Okay, so
Just wanna make
you
up more
guys
time.
take. I'm guessing you guys take your night's rest.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So-
We should
I'm
set
sorry,
up
one
a
more.
watch.
In the morning, so since we know we're lost, can one of us, try a survival check and see if we can navigate better?
Totally. Yeah. It's definitely something that you can go ahead and try. I will say that looking at your survival skills will definitely be a indicative skill as to how well you're going to be doing at it or
Okay.
not. Because I'm going to be
I mean, 'cause
taking
I'm
'cause
pretty darn
my
good
pla-
at survival. So
yeah. So what I'm going to be doing on my end is I'm going to be taking some score or some stat, and I'm going to be adding it to the roll that I make for your navigation.
That doesn't sound
So-
cool. That sounds
Yeah,
sneaky.
I mean, I have to do it, or else like it kind of takes away the idea that like you guys.
no, that's fine. I'm just like he's up to no good.
Yo, it's shiesty. It's terrible. Yeah,
Like,
it's
what?
pretty.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Uh, two things. One is that it did Hoy get advantage because he was a forest ranger though?
He got advantage on finding the pathway. However, the check
Oh,
that
but
he
not
has to
the
take
general
for
path.
the actual navigation roll is for a different check.
Well, then mine's
Wait.
better than his. Okay.
Wait,
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody's like, hold on, this fucking hunter ain't worth
Why is
shit.
he doing it?
Too funny.
I can give some bardic inspiration to anyone who's doing an ability
There
check.
we go. Slap that shit off.
There you
Slap that
go.
off.
There you go.
Well, that's what we should do in the morning. You sing a song, I'll do the
All right.
survival roll.
All
Right.
right. First, okay. So tonight, Hoy, would you like to take a look at the moon pedals, see if you can figure anything out?
Okay.
Okay, brilliant. Meanwhile, shall I take first watch?
Sure.
I'm thinking
That is-
sleeping without paying attention in this forest sounds a bit dangerous.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
concur with this.
Agreed.
a wise decision.
Well, I watch Hoy do his identify spell, and I'm trying to pick up points for when I have free time. I can learn it. Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Arcana. Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I go. Ooh, you're doing
Oh,
interesting
before
things
you
there.
do it, before
Ah,
you do it,
what?
before you
What
do
is
it,
this?
before you do
Yes.
it, before you do it. So, as you are doing this, as you are kind of analyzing his spell,
Yes.
the necessary progress that you're going to need to make to be able to put this spell into the book is going to require you to spend time on it, just like I said. So,
Mhm.
understand that you will not be getting a long rest from this. You will be getting a short rest.
Fine. You
Okay.
will have your way, DM. It.
Very well.
I'm looking for the button, but
Press
I
the
cannot
button.
find it. I am looking.
I demand button.
Okay, Arcana. There it goes. Okay, here we go. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. I have so many windows open on my computer right now. Sorry, give me a second. And we are going
You have-
to submit. 8!
Oh, you got butt sauce.
I have an 8!
Oh.
Infinity, I get infinity. It's sideways. Yes. No!
So, Evil, as you're watching Hoy kind of place his hands above the blade and trying to get a sense of the nature of the enchantment on this blade,
Yes.
you kind of get sucked into the whole the ensorceling energy that Hoy kind of draws into his hands
Ooh,
and casts over the blade. And as it comes back into his hands, feeding the information back into him, you kind of lose the general idea of what's going on because you feel as if your focus wasn't enough to really tap into what kind of energies were being manipulated
Gotcha.
to extract that information.
So you're saying
you
I'm
weren't able to
stupid.
go ahead and draw any information.
Fine! You have your way, wizard. Or
So
bird
you
thing,
spent
man.
your night.
Yes.
You spent your night basically like Winnie the Pooh up against a tree, going think, think, think.
No problem, no problem. Hey, I tried.
Yeah, you did. You did good, man. You did good.
All right.
Does anybody else want to do anything with their night before I go ahead and talk with Hoy with his identify?
I'm here.
Nobody. Cool. Okay, so
Keeping an eye out
Hoy.
still for
at-
any critters that might be around.
Perfect. Okay, so Hoy, as you go ahead and kind of cast your hand over this blade to try to get more information on it, you find that the blade is a little bit lighter in your hand, and you almost feel as if it's an extension of your arm. It's almost as if the
Ooh.
blade has a kinship with you. And as you are extracting the information from this blade, you get a little bit of information. And the one piece that you get from this session of identifying it is that this blade is passed down from parent to child.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh, my.
And that is the information that you get from this bout of identifying.
this is like an heirloom. I wonder how they got this thing.
Indeed, it is a good question.
Well, I'd be sure to let Mark's character knows. Like, I don't know how they got this, but it doesn't look like they got this at a garage sale.
What is this garage sale you speak of?
Do you think it's like shenanigans or what?
Oh no, but this isn't something that you could just get.
I see. Perhaps it was stolen.
Oh, they are elves.
Internets. They are elves. Elves are not to be trusted.
Nice.
They are too pretty.
No, I want to kill him.
So, one question I'll direct to you, Hoy. Do you give him after you've done enchanting the sword? Do you give it back to him?
I give it back to him. I mean,
Okay.
I'm
Why?
not gonna fight that guy.
I say
Okay.
finders
So,
keepers. Yes.
So he gives
Losers.
you the sword back, and Animus, if you want to go ahead and have first watch, you could go ahead and roll an investigation check. A perception check for me.
That's better. I would have a lot of trouble investigating things. All right. There we go.
No Emmy, no Emmy. Yeah.
He sees everything. Okay, so as the night goes on and the campfire that you guys set up within your circle of sleeping adventurers kind of seems to dwindle, you keep your vigil, and as you look out into the forest, you see what seems to be a large group of bodies moving north. What seems to be across and away from you.
Okay.
You see one. You see one figure stop and look at your group, and then continue with the rest of the group. The time that you spend on that watch is then uneventful. That is the only thing that you have of note.
Hmm.
About how far away are they?
They were about with your check, you could probably say that they were at least 80 feet away.
Hmm. All right. As they're moving by, I just get a little bit closer and do the divine sense again, just to see in case they're undead.
You get no pings.
Oh.
Nothing.
Very good check, but no pings.
Okay, I
good
go
idea.
back and sit down against a tree. Say, all right, strange people.
The elves gave us some information, right? That
The
there was an
figures that you
estimated.
saw
Yeah.
were actually low to the ground. They didn't seem humanoid.
Hmm.
All right, okay, brilliant.
Hmm.
Wonderful.
Okay,
Well,
since there wasn't a volunteer for the next watch, let me. I'll roll.
yeah,
for
I was
it.
about to say, who are
let's
you gonna
see.
freaking? I would say you probably
Three.
need to shake somebody.
All right. Let's see.
I might still be up, right? Would
I mean, do you sleep?
Yes, but you need to get some sleep.
Well, I'm saying
Alright,
like if I was up trying to learn that stuff, you could just say, "Hey, you're up." You know what I mean? So some other people can get some sleep.
Well, you
No,
were
I
taking your time to
already
go
done
ahead
it.
and try and go over the spell. You weren't.
Okay,
You've
okay.
already been awake.
You
You
couldn't
need
do
to get
anything
some
else with
sleep
it.
after
Yeah.
that.
Fair enough.
All
So
right,
you're
I
going to sleep now.
I
Yeah.
go over to the druid and say, "Listen, Dragon Boy, we need somebody else to take a watch. I've gotta get some sleep."
Fair enough.
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh man, nice. Okay, so
It
Naga,
makes
go
me
ahead
nervous that
and
he's so
roll
happy.
me a perception check for me.
Ooh.
Wrong button.
Let's hope. Ooh, not too shabby.
The rest of the night is filled with the same silence that you have encountered since the forest began.
Oh, I'm very
You
sad.
do see small shapes moving in the trees above you, but they never stay still long enough for you to really get an idea as to what they are or where they eventually rest. All the area around you seems to come alive at night, but
Ooh.
in the sense of a large predator kind of waking up and shaking off the stiffened joints of slumber, and you feel as if the forest itself is on the hunt. However,
what?
the morning comes, the sun rises, and the gloom of the forest seems to lighten just the barest amount, and you guys awake on the next day.
Long rest. All right.
Go
We
ahead
woke
and
up
file a
alive.
long rest.
Love
You
it.
guys woke up alive. Congratulations.
Nice. So we're not
So
off the track that much, right?
you
Or-
are not off the beaten track. So you guys could go ahead and go back where you were and try and make that check once more.
Maybe we should do it a little bit slower.
Yeah, we'll do a slow one.
Okay,
Well,
so
try
pick
once
up-
from here just to see if we can.
So you
determine
guys can
more.
definitely just go ahead and go
So we
back
don't
to
have
where
to
you
lose
were.
the
I'm
day's
not going to
trip,
go ahead and
right?
penalize that. I'll go ahead and
Okay.
move you guys there.
Okay.
So you guys have already made your way back to where you started.
as we speak to,
To
when
the
we get
forum.
up in the morning. One moment. I
Oh,
speak
go
to
ahead.
White and say two things. Do you know? Do you think there's more you can learn from this about the sword?
Thank you.
I could always try and like
I mean, I know
study
you
it a
can't.
little longer.
I know you can't while we're traveling. I just mean in general. Do you think there's still more you can learn?
I
Yes.
think there is.
Okay. Can you use this kind of sword?
It kind of feels good in my hand, to tell you the truth.
All right. Well, just hang on to it. I like my axe, so hang on to it for now, and we'll just see how it goes.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like where
Nice.
this is going. It's getting interesting.
Oh.
You got it, ma'am.
So as the blade passes ownership from Animus to Hoy, as you take the sword again, the lightness seems to be uncanny, and as you belt it onto your waist, the fit seems to feel almost second nature. So,
Ooh.
other than that, though, there are no changes to your general perception of self or the area around you. No magical like clicking, if that makes any sense.
All right.
So
I
let's
don't
see.
suppose I can roll. I could try a history check on that thing.
Yeah, go ahead and try. Go ahead and roll a history check.
It was 1814 when.
It was 18.
No, what the hell is
Oh.
this?
Shit. Okay.
I know this.
Okay. So, what you remember from from the stories from your Kuyos Lumpia is that these blades that were forged for Elven champions typically have the ability to grow with the lineage of the original wielder. So the idea was each Moonblade was born with a heroic family. So by heroic deed, a Moonblade would be forged, and you would carry that till your death day, and then you would go ahead and hand that off to your next of kin, and then they would go ahead and carry the blade, but with more purpose. There was more. There was more weight, there was more energy, there was more presence to the blade as it went through the lines, and it came to the point where at some points there were moon blades that were able to rival demons and devils summoned from the depths of hell. There are many stories of people using these blades to strike down their oppressors
Jeez
and
Louise.
being able to save the day because of these blades. So you know that these swords are important to elven culture just because of their significance of the strength of lineage and the use of the binding of artistry and arcane power. But other than the information that I've just relayed to you and the general stories that you've gotten from your uncle, the crafting of the moon blades, as well as the actual attunement or the ritual to bind this sword to your family, is unknown to you.
But this feels right in my hand, like
But it
like
feels right.
unnaturally right.
It feels right. It feels
Accept
right.
the gift.
I let Animus know. I was like, look, I'm not trying to steal this, but I'm telling you, it feels like this
No,
feels
it's
like
the
way
best.
familiar.
It's the best thing for the group. We'll have more success. Let's go.
All right, let's go kill a dragon.
Who
Or find it.
knows? We might find more treasures in the dark forest with horns, whatever.
Okay, so who's leading the line? Hoy, you already pointed out the trail of footsteps that originally led you guys towards the east. So at this point in time, who wants to lead the group?
Let me give it a whack. I'm pretty
Yes.
good in forest.
Let
Okay, so
That
that would be
lizard eat.
Naga.
Does the bard want to play me a song to help?
I would
Start
like,
rocking.
yes, I would like to give him some inspiration.
Ooh la la, ah wee wee.
Friend
Nah.
bard.
Yeah, fire up them bagpipes, man.
Get the
Boom, bow, 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 bow.
This is
All
so
So
right,
what am
bad.
I
okay.
doing here? Yeah.
So you roll a d6 to add to your d20. So if you want to add that d6, go ahead and roll that d6 now, so I can add it to
Okay.
your check.
Okay. I will
Okay.
do.
So
Come
you
on,
are
Ken.
getting that
Get that.
inspiration and then
Back.
immediately burning it.
Yeah.
Another question. So what song did you play as you were doing the bagpipes, by the way?
What dog?
Yeah, what song?
Living on a prayer.
From the Karate Kid. You're the best. All right.
Okay.
Oh, can you say it
Nice.
again?
Go
You
ahead
were
and make it.
glitching out. Say again.
The Karate Kid song. You're the best
Yeah.
around. Nothing to
Go ahead
trouble.
and make a stealth check for me.
You're the best.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me because
Wait.
they're bagpipes, man. Yeah.
Oh.
Boy.
Maybe
Well-
this was not a good idea.
But he's the best round.
Oh my god.
Yes, it's just a little bit loud. You're the best around.
Someone's gonna ever take you down.
Nice.
Okay, so this is actually a
Quietest bagpipe.
the quiet acoustic rendition of the the
Exact version. Yeah, there you go.
the training montage
I
of
need to get
Karate
this on
Kid.
Spotify. Yes.
Okay. Oh god. So let's see. Naga, you are rolling. Let me go ahead and look at something real quick. I will not tell you what. Okay. And then you are adding 3, right?
3,
Okay.
2.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
Okay, sorry. So fast pace or slow pace?
We're moving fast pace.
Fast
Go.
pace? Okay.
Do it.
Just making sure. And you guys are going east, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, it's Tiamat. I know him.
You guys are so fucking lucky. You fucking critted the shit out of that.
I've met that one head of Tiamat, but not the others.
Oh no.
Oh!
You'll have to tell me this story.
Whoa!
You've piqued my
Okay.
interest. Cool.
Okay, so with your navigation and with your what seems to be a seasoned hand at navigating the forest around you,
Ooh, is
you
it
are
tasty?
Naga, you are able to look more so not at the footprints below, but at the branches that seem to have been broken along the pathway that seems to have been the path of
Oh, yeah. Because they're hurrying.
fleeing.
Yeah.
So with that, you were able to make yourself further east into the forest. Now, let's see. I need you all to roll a stealth check.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm
That'll
not
be
sure if
fun.
I should be at the front of the party or at the back.
And make sure to roll
Never
disadvantage
mind.
there, Animus.
I'm in heavy chainmail.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, I'm apparently clumsy.
Stealth?
Oh, Jesus.
That's nothing compared to me. Okay. let's
Holy
see.
shit, guys.
Wow.
What's
You
going
guys
on?
suck. Holy
suck.
crap. Here we go.
Hold
What?
on.
Oh,
What's going on?
What in the hell?
What?
What?
I fall down a tree.
What is happening?
Well,
Hey, do I get
Oh.
here?
I'm,
Hey, before we
I'm
all
going in
die,
heavy
I have to
chainmail.
run
I'm not even the loudest
I'll
of
be
us.
right
Come
back.
on.
Okay, okay.
I start jumping up and down.
Oh my god. So as you guys get
Wow.
closer,
Own it.
as you guys get further into the forest, you guys feel like you're making serious headway. And as you guys are trekking through this forest, you notice that the area around you seems to get a little bit swampier. The trees start to look a little bit less healthy, and it seems to kind of almost break the. As you go further, it seems that some form of corruption is kind of killing off the forest around you. And as you get closer, you see that the trees are fading from what seems to be a healthy black bark to what seems to be a mottled white, and the
Swell.
and the leaves on the trees have all kind of either fallen. Either the trees have fallen over themselves, or the leaves have fallen off from the trees. And as you guys get deeper and deeper, you guys are kind of encompassed in this mist that is low hanging to the ground. It seems to be bubbling up from the area around you, and you notice that there are still puddles of water that you guys are kind of veering around as you weave your way through this forest. And at a certain point, you guys stop looking in front of you and are only looking down. So it comes as no surprise that you guys literally walk yourselves into the back of a large green humanoid.
Oh,
Like a troll?
troll?
It looks
So
nice to
as
me.
you guys as you guys
Oh,
get
jeez.
closer, hold on one second. Let me go ahead and
Does
make
it
sure
look
I prep this
familiar?
right.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's you.
So if
I've
you guys
seen
already
you
give me
stumbled
just
onto
a
your
moment, because
back.
you guys
I mean, we
guys are-
tracked you, you fool!
sailed through.
Ha-ha! Surprise! Just as
I have got
planned.
you in my grasp.
Ooh, I like this background.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Ooh, and I like the critters too.
Oh God.
Oh,
Can you guys see the critters?
oh, I
see the
see
critters,
two of them.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
too many. I'm
There's
seeing double.
two.
Yeah.
Let me
Hold
go
on, there's
ahead and
more?
do this.
Here, I gotta step
Oh,
off for just a
no.
minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh
Oh,
God.
whoa, what
What?
God.
the hell?
This is not. No.
Hey.
No.
What? No, I'm.
Please stop it.
Two.
You guys are breaking up. I'm gonna. Hell!
Okay, so
Oh my god.
hold on. Let me go ahead and move this guy over here. Okay, and you are here. Okay, and let me go ahead and do this real quick as well. Give me
Jeez, there's
one second.
this
I think
is
it's-
just multiplying. They're like babies, kids. Jeez.
Okay, so who led the charge? Naga, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he
The one-
did.
The one who's not in the room
Mhm.
anymore. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. What was your marching order? Give it to me.
Uh-oh.
So Naga was in the front.
Well, I would have come up right behind him, I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm middle towards the back.
Yeah,
Okay.
towards the back.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go in the middle.
And I'll put Hoy in the back as well. Okay. You guys are in a general like cube-esque pattern. So as Naga bumps into the front of into the back of this monster, I need you all to roll a dex saving throw.
Oh, dicks.
That'll
Who's
go
dicks?
really great. Based
Sorry,
on
a dexterity
how-
check. Sorry, a dexterity check. Sorry. Dexterity check.
Wait, what?
Sorry, guys, hang on a second.
No problem.
I'll
No
roll this
problem.
check real quick.
Oh no, I've fallen.
Oh, not as bad as I
Dexterity check versus saving throw. The check, we click on the attribute itself instead of the saving throw box.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You
Okay.
have it in one.
Oh no.
Wait, what the hell happened? There was 3.
They are multiplying. You've killed
dear
us.
God.
You've killed us.
Damn you to hell!
What have
Holy
you
Do I need to
done?
make a dexterity save? Is that what I'm
Okay.
doing?
All right, let's see.
No, this is not what I wanted. I wanted glory and shiny things.
Okay, so let's
Oh,
see. Where was his?
oh no.
He doesn't have one. Okay, because orcs do not have a great perception in general.
Yes. I like where this is going.
Wait, who's an orc? Are these orcs?
I guess they're orcs. You've
The
trapped
You're an
yourself.
orc.
The monster before you
Yes.
slowly turns and glances on you and says, "What's all this then?"
Oh, good.
Go ahead
He's
and
stupid.
those of you who rolled, those of you guys who rolled above a 12,
That's not me.
go ahead and
Well,
decide what you want to do in this situation. You have 30 seconds. You have to tell me what you want to do right now.
Hug him.
I say we come in peace and orcish.
Do we see, but before I say that, do we see all of them? Or just this
25
one
seconds.
guy?
You see
I'm
all
hiding.
the orcs there.
Hiding. Hiding in the
20
shrubbery.
seconds. So you move yourself towards the
All
shrubbery.
this
15 seconds.
I say,
You tell
I
me
go
what
up
you
there
wanna
and
do.
say, we come in peace.
We'll say, well, what's all this then? What are you doing here?
You come up
Orcish.
to him and said, "You come in peace."
Yep, in Orcish.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll
Performance?
a persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
Nat, you're breaking up.
That's 5 seconds. 5 seconds left.
Nat, your audio's breaking up.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and jump out and jump in.
He sounded all right.
Really?
Me, I
I'm getting the crunchy thing, but it's all good.
All right. 5 seconds.
I,
do it.
I rolled a 9.
No.
Okay. So, what
Plus
did you roll for
10.
your persuasion?
A
9.
Yeah.
The orc kind of looks at you, kind of funny, and begins to take his great axe off his shoulder. Everybody, roll for initiative.
God dang it.
Wait,
Alright.
what about the hidden people?
They seem to not have noticed at this point in time because I am a kind and benevolent DM.
I want.
Excellent.
Does he?
Oh,
I go. Do
it's
you
our
like
initiative.
crystals? I'm.
However,
come
your
select
actions in
crystals.
this battle will definitely influence whether or not they
Why isn't it letting me roll
choose to
initiative?
not.
Okay. Fine.
Oh,
Holy
Ariel.
shit, dude!
I will roll the. Jesus. Where'd all those
Mm.
20s go?
Oh wait. Hang on. I can
Oh,
do this.
God.
Right. I forgot.
Yeah, do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
Here we go.
Do it.
No, I just forgot that you could do this thing with.
Yes. Who's on deck,
I don't think
bitches?
I don't think I do
Who's
anything
on
at all.
deck? Who wants these
Just
nuts?
sit down and take a nap.
Who wants them?
Evil.
Yes.
So Tony, whenever you roll that initiative, you have to click on your token and then roll, or else then it
Right.
doesn't put it into my thing. But
Go
I'll
to the
go ahead
thing.
and get you. I got you.
You got it? Sorry.
Yeah, I got you.
How does that? So click on the token.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna test it really
Don't do it.
fast.
Don't do it. Don't do it now. Don't do it now, because then I have to delete it.
Okay.
Do it later.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. And your initiative was 17. Okay.
I don't see the thing to make it roll though.
There you go.
No, you roll like normal, but you just click on your character and then you go back to your character sheet on the
Ah, I see. I see.
Mhm.
Well,
Put focus on
And
it.
that
Yeah.
is
looks
17.
like they want to scrabble. Not scrabble. Scrap.
Maybe.
Shit. Yes, I
Okay,
come with from
pretzels.
Parker Brothers. I have all sorts of board games
Yeah.
you might
Oh my
like.
God.
I have. Sorry, I have. What is it? It has the Pop-O-Matic bubble. No. Fine. It's
Pretzels. Go ahead and roll it. Actually, seeing as you guys have already been exposed to what's going on in the foreground, I will describe what's happening after we go ahead and resolve this first round of combat. Depending on how it goes, we will see what happens. But at this point in time, Pretzels, go ahead and tell me what you want to do.
So the guy pulled his axe down to
Yes.
start a fight, right? That's how we read that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to kill him, right? And what are you gonna do?
he leaves us no options.
I mean, we're not gonna talk him down. All right. So crossbow. Crossbow.
Okay.
Did I successfully hide?
Did you roll a stealth check?
Well, you said you were a kind and benevolent DM, and that we were just gonna move on. That
No,
So-
I see it right here. Hold on.
Yeah,
hold
what's
on.
with the kindness?
what?
Oh, you rolled a first stealth check for 8, and then did you roll it again with the dexterity? Is
No,
what I
that
see
was
right?
before. No, but when I said I was
Oh.
hiding, you didn't ask me to do a roll. You want me to do a roll?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and roll for me for like the stealth.
For
I'll go
stealth,
ahead and make
okay.
yeah, because I did hear that you wanted to hide.
Okay, so let us do that.
Do it. Do it. Make.
Oh yeah, you think you're hidden, dude?
Oh, that was
I really need to
lucky
work on my freaking. I need to work on my DM voice.
All right, so
It's work in
having
progress.
been hidden, now I'm going to do a crossbow attack with advantage. Correct?
You can't.
He's saying you're not really hidden. You think you're hidden.
He saw you go around the tree.
Yeah.
He thinks
You
you're hidden.
thought you were hidden, but you can't.
You cannot hide with this.
You pop out. and
However,
you destroy
he is being flanked at this point in time. So I mean, I would say that you would get advantage from that.
Do it.
Oh, from the fact that he's in a 5-foot proximity with my.
Yeah.
Friends?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll take it. However we can get it, we're gonna have it.
That's right.
All right.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it.
Oh wait,
I'm-
so
I'm-
that gives me sneak attack, but not advantage. Is that correct?
Correct.
Ah, gotcha.
Do
Let me
it.
get the roll correct here.
Oh my god.
Holy
Or you
dick.
could critical.
Okay.
Okay.
I would do air horn if I
Wait. Wait.
could. Damn,
6
dwarf.
and then
Yes.
7, 14. Wait,
Yeah,
is that
20.
14?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
you've
20
seen
damage?
scanners before, haven't
Holy
you?
Wow. Whoa. Okay, dude, how do you want to do this?
Take it easy, bro. Take it
It's
easy.
it's head pinata time, right? Just,
Yes.
Yo.
just
Oh my god.
Damn.
Okay, so
Now we're
Uh,
cooking with
Pretzels leans out from behind the tree, kind of gives like a little sidelong look, and then just like pulls his Glock pretty much, and lines up the shot perfectly. You Animus, you feel the arrow pass by your ear,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
Naga, as you're trying to get yourself ready for battle, you feel a gust of wind go over your head as the bolt takes the orc straight in the mouth, and you see it still, and then fall over
Wow.
in front of you, dead.
Damn. I go, we have one of those?
See, I come in peace.
As you, so as you guys are resolving this brief exchange of
He's dead.
I guess violence, you guys hear from the middle of the swamp area with the collection of orcs the sound of arguing from what seems to be a very large orc in the center. You hear him say, "Foolish whelp, we must serve. We will be the army of the worm." And you hear another voice, which seems to be slightly younger, but no
Oh,
less
Hold up.
orcish.
I'm getting a phone call. It's messing with the stream. Okay, we're good.
You're killing me.
Okay, it's good.
You've done devil, man.
It's okay.
No child of Bactry would kneel before this beast. I have seen the omens. You make a mistake. Do you
Oh.
guys get closer?
I'd say we watch
This
this.
guy was a guard. Oh. Yeah.
You silently kill everyone.
Our
So,
pretzels just saved our butt.
is there any way? Yeah, we just slip out of here. I mean, why fight these dudes?
They might be
Same
holding
level?
treats. Yeah.
I'd like to. I'd like to
Investigate.
stand. I'd like to stand still and listen.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Yeah, that sounds very
Okay.
prudent.
Yeah.
So,
So,
as you guys,
If I can finish my turn,
Yes.
my actions, right?
Yes.
That was just one thing. I would like to move. I would like to move and hide. I would like to move and
this-
use my bonus action to hide.
at this moment in time, you guys are not in combat because of the
Okay.
silent exchange that you guys had before you actually got into combat with this guy did not alert the rest of the group. So at
Okay,
this point
so
in
no
time,
need.
you are not facing
Nice.
any terrible wave
Okay.
of orcs coming at you at this moment in time.
Good.
That is fantastic.
However,
So
you
let's
can
see
hide
what
if
it-
you wish. That is totally your prerogative.
I
If
mean,
it's time to hide,
it's never a
folks.
bad move. It's never
I mean,
a bad move,
I mean, roll it, dude. I believe
right?
in you. I
So
believe in the heart of the cards.
maybe it'll work out this time. All right, there's my button. There it is.
Yeah, I'm looking for my
Press
next
the
one.
button.
Stealth.
Button.
Better.
Dude,
Bruh,
Much
what
better.
are you doing? Don't do that.
Right.
Stop it.
You see the freaking you guys see the arrow take the orc in the face, and you hear the sounds from the orcs as well, and you guys turn around to see like where the arrow came from,
Nothing.
and Pretzels isn't even there.
Tree.
Like
I
you
don't
guys look
understand.
around,
I was
look around
looking
the tree,
straight
he's
at the
not
cat
there.
and I can't find him.
Put a bell on
And
him.
then Pretzel shows up like in front of Hoy, And then like Hoy's kind of like surprised, like what the fuck are you doing? And then like he just like kind of disapparates into the night, and he hides into this area over here, never to be seen again unless he wishes to.
Wow.
I'm like, that's the baddest thing I've ever seen.
That's what I do.
Is what I do.
So as you guys stay close, you guys can hear the voices. Two battle scarred orcs are standing off against each other in this glade that you guys see, surrounded by these bleached sickly trees that you see on the ground. The first voice was the one that came from the bigger orc that you guys see here. He is incredibly ripped with long brown hair, matted and kind of just nasty looking. On his shoulders he has one skull of unknown origin, and on the other side he has what seems to be the remnants of some kind of slain reptilian beast that he is now slung on his shoulder as a trophy. And on his back you see what seems to be a great gleaming axe that seems to shimmer in the light.
Shiny.
Oh, bobbles. Uh-oh.
All right.
The other orc.
What kind of axe is it? A great axe or a battle
Oh,
axe?
it's as big as he is. So like, it's a big one.
It's not my favorite.
No,
So
it's not mine.
So the other orc is seemingly younger, less scars and less markings of stature, and he is seems to be trying to square up against this orc, almost as if like trying to wrest some form of control from the situation. The rest of the orcs that are all around them all have what seems to be a red cross painted on their faces.
I was about to ask.
You guys know from the information that you got from the elves is that the roving band of orcs that they decimated in the battle before they were set upon by the dragon all bore the same mark.
So these are the guys.
These are the guys.
Hey,
So
can I do
what do
something
you
real
wish to
quick?
do? Huh?
I would like to do. I'd like
We can let
to.
them kill each other.
Yeah, let's see what they do. Or we can aid
Yeah,
one.
wait. Let me do this. I would like to disguise myself as the guy that got killed.
You're going to choose a disguise self
Yeah.
spell?
Uh-huh.
As do I turn into an orc.
Wait, there's two of you.
There
There was one orc, but there's two of you.
Oh no, I don't look like
What's
the
that?
other orc. I'm just saying. I just make myself look like an
You
orc
just
too.
transform into an orc. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Do you guys both cast disguise self pretty much?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Can I see the text on that one? Go ahead and click on it for me so I can see it.
Working on it. Oh, that. Oh, where is
How do you do that?
oh,
Display.
Believe in you.
disguise self? Display. You beat me to it.
Oh, okay.
We have a lot of the same spells. Now I see
Okay, so you guys both cast disguise self, and I would like you guys to both make a stealth check
Ooh.
because the actual casting of this spell is both vocal and somatic. You have to make gestures with your hands as well as make vocal noises with your mouth. So let's go ahead and give me a stealth check for that.
God dang it! Well, then I don't want to do it.
Didn't think I'd call you on it, did you?
Well, good point.
Oh, Hoy doesn't care, dude. He's fucking doing it.
All right, let's do this. Hold up.
Oh, dude, don't, no,
Yeah, what?
dude, no, don't do it.
What?
Okay. You both cast the spell, and it seems to gather no attention from the troop of orcs. So, what do you guys wish to do?
I laugh into the night.
Go ahead and
Quietly.
make a stealth check for me. Too late.
No. I quietly say to my
I'd like to walk over here.
I go to my battle chick and I go, "You wait here, friend. Soon."
It nods.
Okay. Be safe, battlefowl.
It bows elegantly.
Excellent. Maybe he can get a better position, like from high above. I don't want him to be like, nope, nope, nope. They eat chickens probably. Never mind. Fine. I wait in the bush alone.
Guys have never seen a battle chicken.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
someone said in the chat, hello. Hello to you.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
Anyway, so as you guys get,
Yes.
are you guys gonna move closer and try to blend in with the crowd?
That would be ideal. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna need you all to go ahead and roll another stealth roll.
God dang it. Why am I don't even want to do this.
I know, like I'm just saying.
No, I just want to just in case things start popping off. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, but you just want to cast it. You don't want to get closer.
I don't want to get closer.
Okay, Hoy, do you want to get closer?
Do it. Do it. Do it.
You're breaking up a lot. Try that again.
Right here.
Okay, so you're gonna move right there, right next to the orc right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a stealth check for me.
Oh, I didn't want him to do a stealth check. I look like one of them.
Yes, but you were also coming up closer to this orc for no reason other than to get closer to his body.
Maybe they want to be friends. Yes.
He's gonna, if he feels you coming up behind him, he's gonna turn around and engage and talk or engage with you.
Oh.
Okay. That was the thing is like I'm trying to be like normal. Like I'm not trying to like sneak up on him. I'm just like,
so okay, so give me a performance check then.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the one. That's the ticket.
See if you look orky.
Yes.
Let's see if you walk orky.
Perhaps he does.
wait, there we go. Hello?
Hello?
Mhm.
Okay, sorry. I think he's going in and out. I was saying like if it looks like there's a fight going on, I was just gonna be like one of the orcs getting in closer to see if like pretend like I want to watch the fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a performance check for that.
Do it.
Oh, okay. Performance. Where's my thing?
You can do it. I think happy
This guy
thought.
is a lot more interesting than the.
What'd you get? Services?
About to roll. Please
Roll it.
roll.
roll.
Roll the
You know.
dice.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, you start tapping into like some of the lessons that you received as you were adventuring about, and the time that you spent with some orcs. I'm guessing I haven't really gotten to that part of your backstory yet,
Yes.
so don't freaking call me on it. The time that you spent learning orcish from this band of orcs, you kind of inherited the swagger of what seems to be like a normal like orc brigand, and you easily meld your way into the crowd as another orc. And as you guys get closer, you do feel as if the energy within the group. You go ahead and make a. As you get closer, Hoy, go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Wait, say it.
Go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Insight check.
Uh,
Remember, if you need another orc, I look like one and I'll be your backup.
I am one.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh my god. So as you get closer, Hoy, though your swagger was pretty convincing, you don't really get a sense of like how everybody's feeling around you. Like the general air is tense, yes, from the argument, but between their statements, you don't really feel how each member of the tribe feels about this entire engagement, or which side they ally with, whether with the bigger one with the axe or the younger one.
I just realized something. So Mark is a orc, right? So half orc. So can she get any sort of special insight from this as well, or no? Like what's going on?
She has a half orc.
Oh, that's right.
During her her upbringing wasn't really with a orcish tribe.
No, I was with. I had my father, but that was it. The rest of them were human.
Oh,
Yeah.
I apologize.
It's a bit racist there, bud.
Hey, look, I have no jokes here. I
So,
hide in the bush some more. Yes.
as you guys kind of stand about, you kind of feel as if the energy is coming to a point, and as the argument comes to the point, the head person, which you seem to be catching up in terms of just like the insults that are being slung at each other. The name of the big guy with the axe is Grutok, and he kind of shakes his head like violently and says, "Bah! Enough with your preaching to this thing. I am done with you, and I am done with your bog true. You may stay and do whatever it is that you wish, but my tribe and me, we will serve the great worm. He will bring us great victory, and that I can promise." And all the orcs around go, "Rah!" Even Hoy goes, "Rah!"
Great worm, you said?
The great worm.
Dennis
Yeah.
Rodman is also known as the worm. I wonder if this has anything to do with basketball. Mm.
And you
No love
see
for the
that,
glove?
oh wow.
Sorry.
You see that the group of orcs that you see around you, Hoy, begins to move northward, as does the other group, other than
Oh.
the other orc. And then eventually, the orc that was arguing with Gortok, Grutok, sorry, picks up the pace behind. Do you? What do you guys do?
Oh, okay. So they're obviously probably going to go to the Great Worm, right?
Yeah.
How about we follow these
Correct.
cats?
Great worm.
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
great
thinking.
worm is the dragon, right?
Yeah. Odds are they might
And the
be
dragon's at the keep, which
They
is
might know their way
east,
through.
right. That's
but
what I'm
they're
saying.
You
going
would-
north. I don't think they're headed for the dragon.
Oh.
Not based on the compass directions we've been given.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
They're the ruins are north. The ruins have items for us.
Ah.
So I'm good with following if you want to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think either way, following them,
Is the move.
they live here.
All right, let's do that.
So
I
following
will-
them is probably
I
gonna get
will
us somewhere good.
say these orcs are invaders. They are not residents. They were the ones who invaded this forest. So following them is what you can do. But I will also give you the information that they are not the natural inhabitants of this forest.
Okay, so there is a possibility that they might mess up at some point,
Hmm.
and we get the shinies.
So can I ask for some clarification on what the elves told us? I mean,
Mhm.
you gave us these sentences from whatever they imparted to us, but when
Mhm.
they said that there was a decimated band of orcs probably still roving the forest, were they decimated? Did the elves mean that they had fought the orcs
Yes.
down, or not the
They
dragon?
Not the
Okay.
dragon. The elves had fought them in a war in a battle with them to the north, as they were invading the forest and chopping down the trees. And so, in defense, the warriors of their tribe went out and slew the orcs in wholesale, though
Okay.
it was not without price. And so, whenever they were coming back from that battle, was whenever the dragon struck.
Well,
Let's follow.
we should kill him.
So yeah, they are not geniuses at navigation either. Potentially, is what we're hearing. If they've been
Yes.
decimated, they may be lost in this forest also.
Hmm. I say
Very
this.
possible.
Look, this could be interesting.
Stuff. Yeah.
This could be interesting.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still up for heading north because I want to go to those ruins.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna follow, but do we have any way? Hey, Mark. I mean, no. Not Mark. Ben, you have that tracker thing, right? Oh, sorry. I'm not tracker.
Okay, talk to Ben. Ben's with
Oh,
the group
the
of orcs.
hunter's mark. I got the hunter's mark.
That's what I'm saying. I go.
You
Ooh, but what spells do I have to get into your mind? Let's see if I have anything available. I thought there's stuff I wanted, but I don't have it now. Damn it.
You don't have it, my friend. I'm sorry.
I go.
Hoy is currently in the group of orcs. Now, I will say, Hoy, as the orcs are moving along, the orcs that are around you are kind of looking back and saying, "Hey, come on, let's go."
Blimey.
Err.
What do you mean, bad?
Just keep going, dude. I look like an orc
And
too.
what
I'll
orc
eventually catch up.
Yeah.
When one orc starts to kind of like come close to you, be like, "Oh, what do you mean?"
Uh oh. I'm constipated. Sorry.
Okay, well, I start picking up the pace and start walking a little bit faster.
You start walking with the group.
Yes.
He's like, right then, I was just making sure. You seemed a little squirrely. All right, let's go.
Cool.
And so, as you guys see your friend disguised as an orc start to head out with the group, we will end tonight's session knowing that Boy is now currently in the host of orcs,
Yes.
All right.
and the group has no way of really tracking him other than their ability to make their way through the forest themselves.
I would like to,
So-
right before we stop, I'd like to
Mhm.
cast Hunter's Mark on this
Oh.
this closest orc right here.
Thank you. Thank you. Somebody's got it. Thank you. I mean,
Nice.
Okay.
thank
okay,
you,
Okay.
Beast Woman. You've done a good job. Oh, God. Oh, that's good. Oh, phew.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll anything. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's
you
fine. I'm
didn't
not
have
gonna
to.
start hitting him.
Jeez.
Okay, so that monster is marked, and
Yes.
thus you will be able to follow that connection for an hour
Nice.
until the spell ends. So,
Good job.
with that being said, I would go ahead and make a note of that inside of your notebooks or whatever. But at this
Yes.
point in time, we will go ahead and wrap the session for
Nice.
now.
Woohoo! Good job.
So nice.
I grab the battle fowl and I go, let us go. Good.
I expect a full voice from that battle foul. And Tony,
Mm.
your patron is going to be very interested in what you've been doing.
Uh-oh. Well,
Uh-oh.
I've been trying to make him happy. I found a
Well,
fowl. I found a
we'll
fowl.
talk about it later. Don't
Oh.
worry. We'll talk about it later. Don't worry.
Damn it. Fine. Okay, cool, but fun. Good.
Awesome.
Excellent.
I would love to go ahead and make these go ahead and go longer. It's just that I have like a cutoff of basically 11. at
No
this
problem.
point.
No problem.
I
No, it's
just
cool.
can't
It's cool.
problem.
Wake up the next day.
No. Seriously, this is fine. This is fine. This is a good test as well too. It seems like we have everything rolling. I'm gonna work on the characters now and get some of the other stuff. I'm really happy that we got this nice, lovely background at the end. I mean the map. And no.
Thank you. All credits go to 2 Minute Tabletop. He's an amazing artist. He does great content.
Oh, yeah.
The tokens are done by the actual creators of this what is it called? This module, which is
Nice.
done by
Nice.
Poison Portion Press. They do a pretty good job. There's also a bunch of other people that I haven't included in it, but I will try and get that out as much as possible.
Cool. Yeah. We'll talk about that later because I'd like to give them a shout out in the end of stuff like this going forward. You know what I'm saying? So but
Yeah.
cool. This looks awesome. This is fun as always. Not too many notes, but yeah.
Cool.
This is fun.
Okay, if you guys have any questions, let me know.
Will do.
Go ahead and hit me up in the DM. Slide into those.
Slide into the dims.
Slide up into the dims. But I will go ahead and get with you, Tony, about things that I'm going to go ahead and have happen with you. Hoy, I will go ahead and talk with you about things that are happening to you. And I'm going to go ahead and talk to you as well. I'm pretty much going to talk to everybody but Pretzels. I'm sorry.
What about the knife?
I mean, that's right. Okay, so yeah, I do have to talk to you about that as well because you guys have been like she's been on mute for a very long time, so she's
I
been
love doing
quiet,
that.
which is something that has not happened since you've had her. You know that the muzzle is basically worn off at this point in time. So
Why is she
her
so quiet?
silence at this point in time is unnerving.
Inexplicable.
Oh. Yes.
So,
Yes.
With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed your time, and if you guys need me, you can go ahead and contact me, but I am going to call it a night.
Good night.
So-
Thank you. Good job, DMing.
Thank you.
Good job. Everyone's stepping up their role playing game. This is nice. Now,
I expect a death chicken voice by,
yes,
by tomorrow.
you will have a voice for the battle fowl soon enough.
Battle foul.
Yes.
God, I have to follow up on what I said. I have to make an actual like development tree for this pet. I have to make a Pokemon.
I'll figure something out.
Oh,
Evolution chart.
Can it be on
Oh my
fire?
God.
I want it to be on fire. Well,
I mean,
Spicy nugget.
I'm tossing around the idea.
It'll
in my
be on
head,
fire when we
basically.
cook it.
I said
It's gonna be
I said
delicious.
Pokemon in my head,
Uh-huh.
and now that I'm thinking about it, I can totally
make it a
just, like,
Pokemon thing.
I could totally make it a Pokemon thing.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, that is funny. These are weird
So we'll
woods.
see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
These
We'll
are
see.
weird woods. Okay, cool. All right, go sleep.
All right. I'll
And
catch you guys later.
yeah, man.
Later.
And thank you guys for helping out with the sub thing too. So thank you.
No problem.
It's cool.
Catch you guys on the flip side.
Bye.
Right, mate.
Well, I will
Mike.
continue my stream and start with the madness. I'm going to play some Zelda and pray to the sun god. Hopefully, I won't dip too much into madness. But yeah, this is fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm so bummed that you guys couldn't hear all the sound effects.
Yep.
Man, I wonder if it comes off in the stream though. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll find out. But everyone else is doing good. All right, let me stop the stream first off. All right, people. If you're asking me questions, look, I will. Oh, someone just said. Does that say the keyword is murder? Yes. No, it says madness, but yes, madness and murder. Yeah, but cool. We had some people watch the D&D stream. If you guys in the chat, what do you guys think? What would you like to see in the future? Let me know too. And then yes, but I will discontinue the stream for now, and I'm going to talk to my boys. But yeah, that's it. Goodbye. I will talk to you later.